Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Paul? What's up, Paul? What you up to, my boy? You up early? I'm trying to be early on this now. How the mic sound? How the mic sound? What's up? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? I'm in Eastern Europe, yo. Poland. Poland? We international, mama. Hey, mama, we international. That boy say he in Poland, man. We worldwide. You got some questions, Paul, while I'm setting up over here, man? I got a few topics that I want to get off my chest today, man. I got a few topics I want to get off my chest today. Let me fix the camera a little bit. Let me fix my camera a little bit. We about to get into this. Hey, if you in the chat, just like the video real quick. Just like the video real quick. It don't cost nothing. It don't cost nothing, Paul. Like the video. But we about to get into this. We about to get into this. Hey, man, I appreciate that, my boy. Hey, what time it is over there in Poland, Paul? Am I saying your name right? Is it Powell? Is it Paul? What's the enunciation? How you announce that? I appreciate that, man. I'm just trying to give consistent content, man. I'm really trying to find a streaming time that worked for me that I could do every single day, to be honest. I feel like I can get up every morning, 7 o'clock, 7:30, knock out a couple hours, and chop it up. Two p.m. Okay, that makes sense. We about to get into this though. Let me got one more thing that I wanted to. One more thing that I wanted to bring up before I lock into this video. Where is it? All right, man. It's me and you. It's me, you. It's me and you, Paul. You about to get a private showing. No Diddy. But I'm about to get off these 3, 4, 5 topics. And then they gonna be up on YouTube. I'm gonna chop them up. Exactly. Let's get right to it. Exactly. Let's get right to it. My chat coming up on the side. Yep. Okay. All systems go. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's get it. So, can't call in though. I'm at work. So. Can't call in though. I'm at work. It's all good, my boy. It's all good, my boy. The fact that you even here, 2 p.m. It's 7:30 over here. Well, 8 a.m. over here. Appreciate you for tapping in. But we finna get straight into these topics. Make sure I got my notes situated. All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it. First topic on the board: Quinn Cook. He disses Steph Curry, man. Let's just start. Let's just start with one thing, man. Steph Curry has to be one of the most, like, top 5 most overrated players in NBA history. I'm not saying he's not a top 10. I'm not. I'm not saying he's not a top 20 all-time, top 20, top 15 all-time great player. But Steph Curry got to be one of the most overrated players in the history of basketball. This man get propped up in conversations he not supposed to be in. Like all of the knacks that people pick with other players, you can do it times 10 with Steph Curry. Times 10. Steph Curry is now a top 10 player over players like Hakeem Olajuwon, over players like Kevin Durant, over players like Dr. J, over players like all Kobe Bryant. Like, Steph Curry has to be the most overrated player in NBA history. Because it makes no sense. Let's just start with this story right here. Let's start with this story. This story right here takes the cake. This story right here just proves what I've been saying for the last 5 years. This just proves what I've been saying for the last 5 years with Steph Curry. Quinn Cook said this on the podcast. KD wanted to give Steph Curry the Finals MVP in 2018. Imagine if we heard this about LeBron James. Imagine if we heard this about Kobe Bryant. Imagine if we heard this about Kareem or Michael or Magic Johnson. KD was trying to give Steph Curry the Finals MVP, and he still won it. KD was trying to give a unanimous MVP, the Finals MVP, and he still won it by accident. Quinn Cook says Kevin wanted to give Steph the Finals MVP so bad. Like, literally trying, like, here, nigga, you know how your little brother be on the side and you be eating your food and shit? Your little brother over there, can I get some? Can I get some? And you like, bro, this is mine. This is mine, bro. I'm the big dog. I get the big piece of chicken. I get the big piece of chicken because I'm the man here. Steph Curry, can I get some? Can I get some? KD like, here, nigga. Here, nigga. And you give the nigga the food, he can't even finish it. Kevin Durant tried to give Steph Curry the food and he still couldn't finish the food. And you want me to put you in conversations with Kobe Bryant? Steph Curry? You coming off unanimous MVPs. And it's a nigga on your team trying to hand feed you a finals MVP and he still won it by accident. Quinn Cook says Kevin Durant tried to give Steph the finals MVP so bad. That's all he was talking about all season. That's all KD was trying to talk about, bro. I'm gonna stay here, bro. I'm so good, bro. Everybody, we need to get Steph a finals MVP because this is the only way I'm gonna be able to stay here and these fans don't cry. This is the only way I'm gonna be able to stay here and these fans don't be on my dick. If I get Steph Curry a finals MVP. That's literally what it is. If I get Steph Curry a finals MVP, these fans can get off my dick. The whole year, KD talking about getting Steph Curry a finals MVP, not himself. He trying to trick off the game. He trying to finesse the game to get Steph Curry a Fugazi finals MVP. He lost the finals MVP to a role player. He came off a unanimous season. The next year, KD on the team, he's a unanimous MVP. KD clearly better than him on the team. KD clears him on the team. So you know what I'm doing? KD in 2018, he's trying to hand feed Steph Curry a finals MVP and he still couldn't take it. Quinn Cook says so he can shut everybody up. We're trying to get Steph that finals MVP so he can shut everybody up. He just accidentally got finals MVP back to back. And this is what I be saying right here. How you better than Kobe Bryant and you got a nigga on your team trying to give you a Fugazi finals MVP and you still couldn't take it. You still couldn't take it. Game 4. Look at this. Let's go to it. Game 4. Where we at? Let's just go to it. Right here. Game 4. 2018 NBA Finals. 2018 NBA Finals. This is actually game 3. Game 3 NBA Finals. 2018. Game 3 NBA Finals 2018. Let's go to the stats. KD, like Quinn Cook just said, KD is trying to force this nigga to get a finals MVP. KD is trying to force this nigga to get a finals MVP. Here we go. Y'all can see it now. Is it clear now? Yeah, it's clear now. 2018 NBA Finals, Game 3. Kevin Durant is trying with all his might. He wish with all the stars to fly with a dragon and give Steph Curry an MVP. Game 3, Steph Curry coming off back-to-back great games. We're going to finally give Steph Curry a finals MVP. Kevin Durant trying to fix the books, fuck up nigga parlays to give this bum-ass nigga a finals MVP. And guess what happens? Kevin Durant scores 43 points. This nigga scores 11 points. Game 3. Look at this dude. Game logs. Let's go game logs. 2018 game log. Kevin Durant trying with all his power to give Steph Curry a finals MVP. Steph Curry, first game, 29 points. Second game, 33 points. Third game, Kevin Durant going to the game. Yeah, we got Steph Curry. We're going to get Steph Curry this finals MVP. I'm going to fall back and let this nigga get a finals MVP. I'm going to fall back. Nigga score 11 points. 29, 33, 11 points. It ain't even no Kyrie Irving this time. It ain't even no Kyrie Irving this time for you to match up with. And you still come in the game and get 11 points. Kevin Durant carried these niggas in game 3 because Steph Curry can't do what he promised Golden State that he can do. Kevin Durant scores 43 points. 43 points in game 3 of the 2018 finals. He's trying his heart out. He's trying his heart out to give Steph Curry a finals MVP. And he ends up scoring more points than Klay, Draymond, Steph Curry, and JaVale McGee all put together. Kevin Durant tried his heart out to give Steph Curry a finals MVP. And in the third game of the 2018 finals, he scores more points than Klay, Draymond, Steph Curry, and JaVale McGee put together. 43 points versus 41 points. KD scored more points than everybody else in the starting lineup. This is what I mean right here. This would have been LeBron James. And Kyrie Irving scored 43 points, and the rest of the team and the rest of the starting lineup scored 41 points. This would have been Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal scored 43 points, and the rest of the starting lineup scored 41 points. This would have been Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Magic Johnson scored 43 points, and the rest of the starting lineup scored 41 points. They would be killing them. But because it's Steph Curry, and he changed the game, even when he plays bad, he's good. Because of gravity. Because it's Steph Curry. And he changed the game, even when he plays bad, he still plays good because of gravity. That is the weirdest. That's one of the weirdest. That's one of the weirdest things about the Steph Curry people. Even when he plays like trash, he's still good. Who else in the history of the NBA gets that honor? Quinn Cook literally exposed Steph Curry. KD was trying to give this man the finals MVP, and he still couldn't do it. KD knew. He knew. If I get Steph Curry this finals MVP, I can stay here the rest of my career. People always talk about, oh, Draymond is the reason that Kevin Durant left Golden State. Draymond the reason Kevin Durant left Golden State because Draymond called KD a bitch. No. Steph Curry is the reason that Kevin Durant left Golden State, if we really want to talk about it. Steph Curry is the reason that Kevin Durant left Golden State. Because in 2018, if Steph Curry bum ass would have been good enough to get a finals MVP, he would have been able to keep the stupid ass fans off his back and not have them on his dick the whole time he's there, because Steph Curry is the best player. But Kevin Durant Steph Curry is the most valuable player, but Kevin Durant is the best player. If Steph Curry bum ass would have just got this finals MVP like KD was trying to hand feed his ass like a baby bird, it would have been okay. People would have been like, oh, it's KD and Steph Curry's team because they both have a finals MVP. But because Steph Curry in 2018 Game 3 NBA Finals choked like a dog, and KD had to score 43 points, more points than the whole other people in the starting lineups combined, he won the finals MVP again. And this is the type of shit I be talking about right here. Steph Curry gets put in conversations where if other all-time great players did that, they would be shut out of the conversation. We haven't heard any conversation about LeBron James without niggas got to bring up JJ Barea or Jason Terry guarding this nigga in 2011. Steph Curry don't get picked out for his mishaps like every other superstar in NBA history. People always say, oh, KD blew a 3-1 lead. KD blew a 3-1 lead. Steph Curry blew a 3-1 lead the same year. Then hopped on a plane and called the nigga that's better than him. Let Kobe Bryant would have did that. Let Kobe Bryant would have blew a 3-1 lead and when it called goddamn who the best player? D Wade to come on his team the next year. People would have been shitting on him, but Steph Curry don't get picked at like that. He don't. Steph Curry got to be one of the most overrated players in NBA history. And now we got Bleacher Report top 10. They just throw Steph Curry right up here. Look at Steph. They got Steph at 10. Under what circumstances is Steph 10? He not all-time great when it comes to. I'm not even an accolades person. I'm more of a basketball. How are you on the basketball court? I'm more of a how are you on the basketball court? How do people react to you on the basketball court? I'm more of that. And Steph has a lot of that. But he don't have more of that than Kobe or Hakeem or KD. He don't have more of that than Jokic. He don't have more than that than Dr. J. Steph Curry is a one-way player who has to be hidden on defense. First of all, you can't be in the top 10 for me if you have to be hidden on defense. If you can't guard your man, you can't be on the top 10. If you can't guard your man, you can't be in the top 10. But I just want to talk about the nigga that's right behind Steph, Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant, right behind Steph, with just one spot. Let's just talk about that. Just one spot. I don't even have Wilt up there. If you ask me, Wilt is another nigga that's overrated. These two niggas right next to each other, that's good because they both overrated. Wilt is overrated as fuck. Go look at that nigga highlights. The nigga was goaltending and putting the ball in the basket. That's how he scored 50 points a game. Get that nigga the fuck out of here too. But I want to talk about these two right here. Steph Curry and Kobe Bryant. People knock Kobe for not winning finals MVPs with Shaquille O'Neal. Why they don't do that with Steph Curry? Huh? Oh, Steph Curry. Kobe wasn't even the best player on his championship teams. Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant wasn't even the best player on his championship teams. Shaquille O'Neal was. He won 3 straight finals MVPs. Why they don't do that with Steph Curry? This nigga lost the finals MVP to a role player, one, Andre Iguodala. He lost one of his finals MVP to a role player. Then he lost 2 more to a nigga that was better than him after he was unanimous MVP. Kobe Bryant, at least when Kobe Bryant lost his finals MVPs, he was 19, 20, 21. Kobe was 19, 20, 21 when he lost his finals MVP to a prime Shaquille O'Neal at the peak of his powers. And he was still going band for band in the second 2 finals with Shaquille O'Neal. This nigga Steph lost his finals MVPs to a role player, Andre Iguodala, and Kevin Durant after he coming off of 2 back-to-back MVPs. Steph Curry was in the middle of his prime, peak of his powers when he lost his finals MVPs. Kobe was a young pup losing finals MVPs to a prime Shaquille O'Neal at the peak of his powers. But nobody knocked Steph, but they knocked Kobe. How does that make sense? Oh, Steph get jumped ahead of Kobe because he won 1 more MVP? I'm pretty sure that's the only thing on their resumes that you can literally, the only thing you can argue for Steph Curry ahead of Kobe Bryant is Steph Curry got 1 more MVP than him. But if you think about it, when Kobe was in the prime of his career, when he's supposed to be winning MVPs, he got that Colorado case, and they was not going to give Kobe Bryant no MVPs during that time. He got the grape case, and they wasn't going to give him no finals MVP. I mean, no season MVPs, because they don't want the face of their league to be going through a grape case, and they giving this nigga awards. But that's speculation, so I'm not going to go too much in that. But you're going to tell me 1 MVP is the reason that Steph Curry is getting put ahead of Kobe Bean Bryant? What about 2 finals MVPs to 1? Steph Curry has 1 finals MVP. Kobe has 2. So he been a clear-cut best player on his team in 2 NBA finals. He didn't lose one of his finals MVPs to Ron Artest, like Steph Curry lost one of his finals MVPs to Andre Iguodala, a role player. But you putting this nigga Steph over Kobe? Oh, it's because Kobe. It's because Steph changed the game. First of all, the nigga changed the game for the worse. The NBA is the worst product right now. The worst product of NBA history is right now. The worst product of NBA history, other than the Coke era, the crackhead era, is this era. All niggas do is shoot threes. Who likes watching the NBA nowadays? If you ask me, Steph Curry, this changed the game shit, he changed it for the worse. Let's really talk about it. Steph changed it for the worse. We don't see no Blake Griffins dunking on niggas. We got 7'6" Wemby coming into the league want to shoot threes. We got 7'6" Wemby coming into the league want to shoot threes. These used to be the type of niggas that banging on niggas. Just banging on niggas. Now we got everybody shooting threes. There's no diversity to the game anymore. Every game you turn on, everybody's shooting 53s. Back before Steph Curry came and changed the game, we had so much diverse game. We had Al Jefferson and Zebo and Chris Bosh and Kevin Love. We can watch one of their games and we can see post play and passing out of the post, Paul Gasol, all that shit. You can watch a D Wade game and D Wade ain't taking 1-3. He's shooting all middies and he slashing to the basket, dunking on niggas. Kobe, Tracy McGrady, they ain't taking 83s a game. We see a diverse game. Oh, you want to see that type of game? You can go there. LeBron James going downhill, dunking on niggas. Kevin Durant shooting all mid-range. Kobe Bryant shooting mid-range. You want to see a mid-range game? You could watch that. Then you had the players like Ray Allen and JJ Redick that you could see if you want to see niggas just shoot threes. Now every single team in the league play the same. The game all looks the same. Whoever makes the most threes win. That ain't used to be the case back when before Steph Curry changed the game. He changed the game for the worse. So that argument don't even weigh anything for me. Steph Curry, one of the most overrated players in NBA history. Gotta be. Gotta be. This nigga is not better than Kobe. He's not better than Hakeem. And Kevin Durant was literally on his team and we saw them play together. And he was not better than Kevin Durant. That's the same reason why Shaq is ahead of Kobe. Should be the same reason that KD is ahead of Steph. We saw them on the same team and one nigga was clearly better. But in Kobe's case, at least Kobe was 19, 20, 22. And he wasn't the best player. And Shaq was 27, 28, 29. At the peak of his powers, of course, Kobe wasn't going to be better than him. Steph Curry was coming off back-to-back MVPs. One of them a unanimous. And KD instantly, when KD got on Steph Curry team, we saw that KD was better. So why we can't use the same arguments against Steph that we use against Kobe? Steph Curry is the most, I'm not going to say the most, top five most overrated player, Steph Curry. Ain't no way in hell this nigga should be ahead of Kobe, Hakeem, or KD. Those three niggas should be ahead of him. And I'll put Steph ahead of Wilt. I don't like Wilt. Wilt overrated too. Get Wilt the fuck out of here. I would change this. I'm bringing Bird out of here. I'm bringing Wilt out of here. I'm bringing Steph out of here. And then move these three niggas up. Move Kobe, Hakeem, and KD up. Put Bird, Wilt, and Steph. Grab all three of these niggas and put them behind Kobe, Hakeem, and KD. That's what I would do. All right, listen. Next topic on the board. Where we at? Next topic on the board. Come on, man. Next topic on the board. LeBron got no bag. Austin Rivers. Hold up. Let me go back because niggas is talking in the chat now. And I got to respond to everything. Y'all niggas is crazy. In the chat, Paul says, KD, no way. There's no way in fuck KD better than Bird. Okay. Paul says there's no way that KD is better than Bird. Okay. See, this is the type of shit that I love right here. I love when people come into the chat and they think they know. I love when people come into the chat and they think they know. I love when people come into the chat and they think they know. He says there's no way that KD is better than Larry Bird. Larry Bird is another one of these niggas who's overrated as fuck. Paul in the chat says KD, no way, and fuck better than Bird. What are you basing that off of? Let's just start there. What are you basing that off of? Larry Bird is not better than Kevin Durant. You want me to show you how? I love giving teaching lessons, man. Let's get to Mr. Larry Legend. Paul says, Bird destroy you mentally first. Then on the court by trash talking, backing it up. Okay, Bird. Let's look at Larry Bird. This nigga was 23 years old, right? He won a championship. At 24 years old, Larry Bird won a championship. At 24 years old, Larry Bird won a championship. Really good resume. 3 straight MVPs. I'm not knocking none of that. But let me tell you something. When it comes to basketball, right? Oh, y'all can't even see that. My face in the way. My face in the way on the shit. Hold on. Larry Bird, I'm going to give Larry Bird his flowers before I shit on him. I'm going to give Larry Bird his flowers before I shit on him. Larry Bird, 3 times Finals MVP, 3 times NBA MVP in a row. Can y'all see that? Does it look better now? Y'all can't see that. Fuck. My head in the way, but it is what it is. Larry Bird, 3-time Finals, 3-time NBA MVP. 50, 40, 90. All that's good. 50, 40, 90 right here. The original. Another 50, 40, 90 right there. Great player. Let me just tell you something. These old head dudes that everybody always propping up, like Larry Bird, they don't get put under the same scrutiny as other players. First of all, Larry Bird, he joined the team that was stacked. Let's go to his first finals. Let's go to his first finals. Tiny Archibald, Hall of Fame. Robert Parrish, Hall of Fame. Cornbread Maxwell, Finals MVP. The niggas that Larry Bird played with in the finals was so good. Look how balanced this team is. Larry Bird scored the second amount of points on the team. He wasn't the Finals MVP. Now imagine, let me just paint a picture for you. Imagine if KD or LeBron James or Steph Curry or Kobe Bryant won a championship and wasn't the Finals MVP, wasn't the best player on the team. Robert Parrish was better than him. Cedric Maxwell was better than him. The nigga won the finals. Hold on, let me duplicate this real quick. The nigga won the finals. Where he had 2 games with 8 points. Paul, imagine Steph Curry or KD or LeBron James winning in the NBA Finals, 8 points. 8 points in back-to-back games. Then 12 points. You want to tell me that this nigga is better than Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant ain't never been his ass in the finals. Never. 8 points, 8 points, 12 points and you still get a championship on your resume. Kevin Durant could have did this. Hey, Paul, Kevin Durant could have did this. 8 points, 8 points, 12 points. If LeBron James, Steph Curry, or KD would have did this in the finals, niggas would have been on their ass. But because there was no social media back in the day, Larry Bird get to skate past this. You get to drop it on his resume. Now he has a championship where he wasn't the nigga. He wasn't the man on the team. But he get propped up for finals where he had a stretch where he averaged, what's that, 9 points? Over 3 games, he averaged 9 points a game. And he's 24 years old. And he's 24 years old. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant at 24. Kevin Durant at 23 led his team to a championship. Kevin Durant at 23 led his team to a championship. A year younger than Larry Bird. At 23, he led his team to a championship. He wasn't on a team with Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, and all these niggas. Kevin Durant at 23 actually led his team to a championship, unlike Larry Bird. Larry Bird got dropped onto a good team. At 23, a year younger than Larry Bird, Kevin Durant in the finals against the Miami Heat with Serge Ibaka and Kendrick Perkins and Thabo Sefolosha. Serge Ibaka can't spread the floor. Kendrick Perkins can't spread the floor. Thabo Sefolosha can't spread the floor. Russell Westbrook can't spread the floor. So you got 4 niggas that can't shoot, and Kevin Durant, 32 points. A nigga on his team, 0 points in the starting lineup. 2 points in the starting lineup. 9 points in the starting lineup. Larry Bird ain't have to deal with that. Larry Bird ain't have to deal with that. Larry Bird, where you at? Had all these niggas, Tiny Archibald, Robert Parrish, Cornbread Maxwell, Kevin McHale, all these guys, great players on his team. Kevin Durant, 1 year younger, 23 years old. 28. No, that's not him. His numbers is better. 36-2, Kevin Durant in the finals. This is what Kevin Durant did in the finals at 23. Younger than Larry Bird. At 23. I'm gonna get it right for y'all. I'm gonna get it right for y'all. This is what Larry Bird did in his first finals. 24 years old. Larry Bird in his first finals. 24 years old. 15 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. 41% shooting. This is what Kevin Durant did in his first finals. 55% shooting. 40% free throw. 3-point. 80% from the line. Younger than Larry Bird and had way better numbers. And in the competition, this who Kevin Durant had to go up against. Prime LeBron James. Prime Defensive Player of the Year LeBron James. This is who Kevin Durant going up against. And he's scoring 30 points a game on 55% shooting with 0 spacing. 0 spacing. Russell Westbrook shoots 13% from 3. James Harden, 31% from 3. Serge Ibaka, no threes. Derek Fisher barely played, 35%. Nobody on the team could shoot threes. This is the spacing Kevin Durant had to deal with. He still scored 30 points a game on 55, 40, 84 against a prime LeBron James. Look at LeBron. He scored more points than LeBron on better shooting percentages. This is who Kevin Durant had to go up against. Get Larry Bird the fuck out of here. I'm going to go back to the chat real quick. Why does Steph hate? It ain't no Steph hate. I'm not hating on Steph. I'm telling the truth. People put Steph in conversations he don't supposed to be in. Transition. People put Steph in conversations he don't supposed to be in, man. He not better than the people that they be having him behind. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is Steph is in conversations where he don't supposed to be in. Shakira Austin WNBA says, why does Steph hate? Not Steph hate. First, people don't like LeBron. Now they don't like Steph Curry either. Y'all just don't like the new generation. Old heads go to sleep. First of all, I'm not an old head. This is my generation of basketball. So Shakira, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Dell, can't agree with you on the Bird take. You ain't got to. Kevin Durant, I think, is just better than Larry Bird. If you ask me, Kevin Durant is just better than Larry Bird. If you put him on the basketball court and you said, who do I want? It's going to be Kevin Durant. I'm sorry. All that fancy Larry Bird shit that looked good in the 80s, that shit ain't working today, bro. That shit ain't working today. When Bird got to the Celtics, they improved by 29 games. Maybe because they was hurt the year before. Y'all keep dissing my era. 2010s, 2020s is my era. KD, Curry, LeBron is part of my era. That is literally my era too. I'm 29 years old. I don't know what are you talking about. I'm 29. That's my era too. Kevin Durant is my favorite basketball player of all time. So I don't get it, Shakira. It don't matter. It don't make sense to me. Quit hating on my era before I hurt you. Jordan fans for real. Who said I was a Jordan fan? Just because Steph Curry? I'm talking about Steph Curry. See, you a WNBA fan, so Steph Curry gonna be your favorite player. Everybody who a WNBA player or fan, Steph Curry is their favorite player. Y'all gonna have to see me in person. I'm tired, exhausted of y'all. Shakira, what do you like, 5'1"? Shakira, you like 5'1"? You ain't doing shit. Ain't nobody got to see you. Let's go back to the topics. We're going back to the topics. You don't get me out of character. Okay, next topic. LeBron got no bag. There's been a lot of conversation going on. There's been a lot of conversation going on basketball Twitter. They say LeBron got no bag. And if you ask me, I would say LeBron does have a bag. It's just not as big as other people, which is okay. I don't get why people take that as such a slight against LeBron James. Facts are facts. The nigga scored a lot of points. It's a lot of people who scored a lot of points who didn't have no bag, i.e. Shaquille O'Neal. I.e. Shaquille O'Neal. But let's get to this. Let me get my notes ready. I don't want niggas in the chat. I don't want niggas in the chat acting like I don't know what I'm talking about. So let me get my notes ready. All right. Let me get my notes ready. Because y'all niggas just be saying anything these days. We're going to start with this. Why does all the LeBron James fans get so mad when you say LeBron ain't got no bag? It's cool. It's cool. The nigga ain't got no bag. He scored. He's a fullback playing in the NBA. That's cool. He's a fullback playing in the NBA. He run niggas over and he lay the ball up. That's okay. He scores a lot of points doing that. It's a lot of niggas that scored a lot of points with no bag. Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Karl Malone. Well, Karl Malone had a little midi. He had a little midi. Who else? There's a lot of niggas who scoring a lot of points with no bag. Does that mean does that mean that they're ass? No. We're not saying LeBron is ass. We're saying he got no bag. And that's more of a, over exaggeration. When we say no bag, that just means not as big a bag as other players. So we get to this. Austin Rivers is the latest to upset the Bronsexuals. He says, Austin Rivers, LeBron is number 1 in scoring, but his game doesn't match the prototypical scorers. Why is that bad to say? Huh? It's not that sexy. LeBron's game is built on force, sheer will, dedication, his mind, his IQ, the way he is able to dissect and control the game and power above anything else. He wills himself into the basket. Now, you have to give the guy credit. He's gotten older. He's become a better jump shooter. It's crazy that he's still going to retire as the best jump shooter he's ever been. For instance, LeBron has scored more points than Kevin, but Kevin can score in a much bigger variety of ways. Why is it bad to say that KD is a better scorer than LeBron? We get it. LeBron has the most points of all time. That don't mean he's the best scorer ever. Nobody was calling Kareem the best scorer ever. They was calling Michael Jordan the best scorer ever, and Kareem had way more points than Michael Jordan. It's only now that people start using the who has the most points shit to justify their bullshit. It's only now that people start saying who has the most points. Oh, he's the best person at this. When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had the most points of all time, nobody was saying he's the best scorer in NBA history. They were saying Michael Jordan was. And Michael Jordan was 3rd on the list. Behind Kobe and actually he was 4th. Behind Kobe, Karl Malone, and Kareem. But people was calling Michael Jordan the best scorer of all time, even though he didn't have the most points. Now the Bronsexuals, now that he has the most points of all time, people want to say, oh, he's the best scorer because he has the most points. We don't do that with anybody else. John Stockton has the most assists of all time. Do people say he's a better passer than Magic Johnson? No. No. Hold on. Did we just get a little follow? Why my following pop up? Hold on, I want to see that. I just want to see how that. Okay, it didn't show up. Damn it. Oh shit. Oh, go back. Y'all seeing my analytics and shit. Hold on. Yeah, like I was saying, it only became now that whoever has the most of something is the best of something. We was not calling Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the best scorer of all time. We was calling Michael Jordan, and he did not have the most points. John Stockton is not the best passer of all time. We was calling Magic Johnson the best passer of all time, and he does not have the most assists. It's only now that the Bronsexuals want to push the agenda that LeBron is the best scorer of all time because he has the most points of all time. If we making a case that LeBron is the best scorer of all time, that means we have to say Kareem is better scorer than Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant is a better scorer than Michael Jordan, and Karl Malone is a better scorer than Michael Jordan because they all have more points than Michael Jordan. If we follow this logic that people wants to push, that LeBron James is the best scorer of all time, if we follow this logic and every other thing, that means Karl Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant are all better scorers than Michael Jordan because they have more points than him. Does that even make sense? Does that even make sense? I'm pretty sure Klay Thompson career average points per game is higher than Jamal Crawford. Do you think Klay Thompson is a better scorer than Jamal Crawford because he scored more points? That don't even make sense. Just because you have the most of something don't mean you're the best at something. But because Austin Reeves says LeBron has scored more points than Kevin Durant. But Kevin can score in a much bigger variety of ways than LeBron. You can argue with the wall, but that's just the truth. LeBron doesn't have half the bat Kevin Durant has. I would say Kevin, Carmelo, James Harden, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson are the best scorers I've ever seen. And why is that bad to say? First of all, Allen Iverson, where you threw me off at. Because he low-key like He low-key like the snack size version of LeBron. They both score the same way, if you ask me. They both drive a lot, get to the basket, throw their bodies around. They both more of pure will scorers. So I wouldn't say Allen Iverson is a better scorer than LeBron. I can't give you Allen Iverson. I probably wouldn't even give you James Harden. Because James Harden, he scored only 2 different ways. Free throws and threes. LeBron, I think, is a better scorer than James Harden and Allen Iverson. But that's not the point. Just because a nigga has the most of something don't mean they're the best of something. And then we get to people that you would think have more basketball knowledge than other people. We get to people that you would think have more knowledge than other people, i.e. Jeffrey Teague. Let's react to this. Jeff T reacts to viral clip of LeBron James and Austin Rivers. Listen to this dumbness. Listen to the dumb shit. Oh, hold on. Be patient with me, family. It's hard to work all that shit at the same time. 90 boy said Bron ain't the best. No. I'm picking KD over him all day to score. That's a fact. I'm picking KD over LeBron every day of the week when it comes to putting the ball in the basket. And that's just a fact. It is what it is. All the Bron sexuals, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I really need to change the goddamn font on this shit to white because that shit look crazy. Hold on. How you change the font color? How you change the font color? I'm about to lose half my audience trying to do this dumb shit. All right, let's get back to it. All right, family. Jeff T. We got Jeff T. You know Jeff T. Club 520. They one of my favorite podcasts. Not even gonna lie. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Jeff Teague and his podcast. But this right here is the reason why. Just because you in the NBA don't mean you know what the fuck you talking about. Let's get to it.
Scoring in the NBA. Let's see it.
Oh, that's just the truth.
They need to put
Austin Rivers, man, talking about scoring in the NBA. Let's see it.
Let's hear it.
Oh, that's just the truth.
They need to put Austin on ESPN.
He's been on there a couple times, I believe.
LeBron's been so dominant at the things he does do offensively, he hasn't needed it. He's been a freight train his whole entire career. Then you can score a lot of points. Does that make you the best scorer of all time? I don't agree with that, no.
Yeah. What will LeBron and Kevin have over, let's say, Kobe and MJ was the efficiency part of it. I saw a stat that Kevin hasn't led his team in shot attempts since 2018.
Problem with that is the evolution of the game has really brought up the importance of analytics and percentages.
First of all, analytics is one of the worst things that ever happened to basketball. I get it. Basketball, you know, you can pull a lot of numbers from here to here, and other places. But analytics is one of the worst things that ever happened to basketball. If you want to tell me, oh, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, if they come off left off of the screen, or if they come off right off a screen, they shoot this percentage. Or Kevin Durant, when he's wide open on the right side, he shoot this percentage. Coming off the left hand, he shoot this percentage. Off a pick and roll, all this stuff, that's okay. But when you start talking about VORP and Raptor and PER, all these stats where they just combine shit and then try to tell you who the best player, that's for nerds who never played basketball a day in their life to try to put themselves in the conversation. Field goal percentage, points, rebounds, and assists, those are static stats where everybody who's watching the game can say, oh, every time the other team misses, this player grabs every rebound. He's a good player. Oh, this player, every time he does a pick and roll, he gets an assist. Oh, I see where assists come from. But when you start talking about dumb shit like PER and value above replacement, VORP, and all this other dumb shit, that's when you lose me. Because all those stats is they put assists in there. They put rebounds in there. They put field goal percentage in there. They throw all these stats in there, and they just jumble up some fucking formula and give you some shit and spit it out. They just give you some shit and spit it out. How do you know that rebounds weigh more than assists? And you put it in a formula so you make it weigh more than assists. Assists weigh more than points. You put it in a formula, you weigh it heavier than this, and you weigh this heavier than this, and then you just throw out a number. The shit don't make sense. Analytics is the worst shit that ever happened to basketball. That's why you see every team shooting 86,000 threes a game. They don't get the contents of scoring, the context of scoring. One player that keeps going downhill and he never shoots threes, he gets pressure on the rim all day. That player can be more valuable than a player that sits in the corner and all he does is 3 and D. That mentality, like a Kobe Bryant or a Tracy McGrady getting downhill, or even a DeMar DeRozan getting downhill and scoring at the basket, Derrick Rose scoring at the basket. All that downhill shit, that shit means something in basketball. It's not just a simple this, that, formula this, formula that. It's more to it than that. But Jeff T, let's keep on going with the clip.
Didn't matter before, but they just did it this much. All right, our whole game now is predicated off numbers, whereas before it was an eye test thing. People didn't care that Iverson would have 30 on 30 shots. They're like, man, Iverson was dominant tonight. Now, if you do that, you get crucified for it. They'd be like, man.
Exactly. People didn't care that a player had 30 on 30 shots, which is, they should have cared a little bit, but that's not the point. Sometimes players start off bad and they end the game well. You should get credit for that. As long as you never let the game get out of hand, you should get credit for that. Every basketball game ain't gonna look the same. And people will be like, oh, Steph Curry or LeBron James or Kevin Durant or D Wade, they would have never needed 30 shots on 30 they'd never need 30 points on 30 shots because they was more efficient. How do you know they'll be more efficient? How do you know they'll be more efficient? When they playing with us, if they had to play with the same circumstances that Allen Iverson played with. Allen Iverson played in way worse circumstances than Steph Curry. Steph Curry got shooters all the way around him. Allen Iverson was playing with 6, 7 niggas in the paint at all times. That's why it took him 30 shots to get 30 points. Steph Curry, we don't know if Steph Curry would have held up in that era if he had to be put in the same situation as Allen Iverson. We don't know that, but we just assuming because of nowadays. We're assuming because of nowadays. When LeBron James was playing with Zydrunas Ilgauskas and fucking Aaron Vera out on the court at the same time, so those two guys are in the paint most of the time. So you got 4 guys total in the paint most of the time. Those guys needed more shots to score points. That was just the era. You can't compare eras. You can't even really compare basketball players. You really have to just analyze them player for what they're doing. You really got to analyze what you got to really study and grade a player based off their circumstances, because no player is put in the same system across the board with the same era across the board in the same circumstances across the board. You really got to look at them and say, can this player play in this era, that era, all the eras? Oh shit. But let's keep going with the clip.
Okay, couple of valid points in there. How y'all feel about that?
He's
If I score
100%.
the most points, I'm the best scorer.
He's 100% accurate though, because we didn't care how many shots Iverson took or Kobe or whoever it was. They shot 40 shots but had 45 points.
Yeah, we celebrated that.
It was the moments. So if they did that in the fourth quarter, they got hot in the fourth and they won the game, that's what we remembered. We didn't care that they missed their first 15 shots.
Yeah.
It was what they did in the clutch, and that's what made them special to us. But as far as the NBA and scoring, I think Kevin Durant's one of the most skilled players and skilled scorers, but that'll make him the best scorer. I think if I can get the basket just as efficient as you, but however I do it, I'm the best scorer. And LeBron scores just as many points as anybody.
Yeah, people get fooled.
First of all, let's just take what he just said. He said it, I feel that if I can score the ball just as good as you and the same efficiency of you, that I'm a better scorer. Let's just stop there. First of all, Kevin Durant scores more efficiently than LeBron James. So Jeff Teague, you're already wrong. He just said, if I can score the ball just as good as you and put the ball just as good as you efficiently in the basket, I'm a better scorer. How? Kevin Durant scores more efficiently than LeBron James. So this don't even make sense. And then you put on top of the fact that Kevin Durant, when he scores, he's scoring from the mid-range and three for most of his points. Most of Kevin Durant points are jump shots. How is he scoring more efficiently than LeBron James when most of his points are jump shots? Most of LeBron James shots are at the rim, layups, dunks, and all this other shit. Kevin Durant is more efficient than LeBron scoring, and most of his points are jump shots. So how is LeBron even close to Kevin Durant as a scorer? And it's not like when Kevin Durant goes to the basket, he can't score at the basket. He scores at the basket a lot too. Probably more efficiently if we really get into the numbers. So Jeff Teague, you already wrong. Jeff Teague, you already wrong. LeBron James doesn't score as efficiently as Kevin Durant. So how is he a better scorer? Just because he has the most points? That don't even make sense. Now you're going to make me go to the shit. Oh my God. They did it. Now you're going to make me go to the shit. How did we get here? Ooh, let's go studio. Here we go. Jeff Teague says LeBron James scores just as efficiently as Kevin Durant, and he scores the most points of all time. So he's a better scorer than Kevin Durant. Let's figure that out. LeBron James. Let's duplicate that. Put KD in here. Put KD in there. So LeBron James, 27.0 points per game for his career. LeBron James, 27 points per game for his career. 27.0. And his efficiency is 59%. Just because field goal percentage is not efficiency. True shooting percentage is efficiency. This accounts for free throws. This accounts for free throws, 3-pointers, and 2-point field goal makes. That's what true shooting is. Free throw, 2-point, 3-point. 59%, 27 points per game. Let's go to Kevin Durant. First of all, Kevin Durant scores more, 27.2. Let's just start there, 27.2. So he scores more points per game than LeBron. And his true shooting percentage is 62%. So how does LeBron James score more efficiently than Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant true shooting percentage is better than LeBron? Kevin Durant true shooting percentage is better than LeBron, and he scores more points per game than LeBron. LeBron true shooting percentage 59. Kevin Durant true shooting percentage 62. Kevin Durant 27.2 points per game. LeBron James 27.0 points per game. And then people be like, oh, you take into account LeBron James all the way to year 22. What about when they was in their prime? Okay, what's Kevin Durant prime? What we gonna start? We're gonna start with LeBron when he started scoring 27 a game. 20 years old, 27 a game. So let's go 22 when LeBron's still scoring at his max. Let's go to LA. He's still scoring 27 a game. So we're gonna go there. 27.6. Okay, that's a lot. What I did for LeBron? I did age 20 to 34. Ooh. Let's do age 20 to age 34. Kevin Durant, still scores more points. 27.9 compared to 27.6. Kevin Durant, 18.8 field goals per game. LeBron, 19.6 field goals per game. So Kevin Durant scores more points on less shots. Let's see the efficiency. We did what, 20 to 34? Let's see LeBron efficiency from 20 to 34. Let's go to it. 20 to 34. LeBron James, true shooting percentage from 20 to 34. His scoring prime, 59.3% true shooting percentage. LeBron James versus Kevin Durant, his true shooting percentage from 20 to 34. So we're just going to do scoring peak. 20 to 34. What's Kevin Durant's true shooting percentage? 62.6. So Kevin Durant shoots less shots, scores more points on better efficiency than LeBron James in their scoring prime. But you saying just because LeBron has more total points than Kevin Durant, he's a better scorer than Kevin Durant. That makes zero sense. So once again, let's go back once again. YouTube. Yes, here we go. So once again, Jeff T, Marcus T, the whole 520 podcast, you can't just go up here and say any type of shit and think niggas not gonna fact check y'all. You saying Kevin Durant, LeBron, you saying LeBron James is a better scorer than Kevin Durant just because he has more total points? That would mean Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a better scorer than Michael Jordan, which makes no sense. That would mean John Stockton is a better passer than Magic Johnson because he has more assists. So you can't just go up here, Jeff Teague, and say anything and think niggas not gonna fact check y'all.
Scored and
Listen to him real quick.
Durant's one of the most skilled players and skilled scorers, but that'll make him the best scorer. Yeah. I think if I can get the basket just as efficient as you, but however I do it, I'm the best scorer than LeBron.
You heard that? If I could get the ball in the basket just as efficiently as you and I score more points, I'm a better scorer. First of all, you're wrong. In their scoring prime, Kevin Durant scores more points with less shots on better efficiency. So how is LeBron James a better scorer? Because he scores the most points? Nigga, that's not a good argument. That's like saying a nigga who collect cans for 2 years, who was collecting 100 cans a day, is worse than a nigga who collect cans for 10 years because he was collecting 5 cans a day. But he collect them for more. That means he's better. No, that's just not how that works. Kevin Durant, in their scoring prime, Kevin Durant scored more points on less shots on better efficiency. TGK in the chat says, why you gotta explain that KD is a better scorer than LeBron? That's a no-brainer. KD just can't lead a team or run an offense like LeBron. That's because you don't rewind and you don't get the context of shit before you just pop up in here and talking. TGK. Don't make me make another Luka video. TGK says KD did benefit from having Westbrook feeding him open looks. LeBron had to get his own. See, this is the type of shit I be talking about. You're going to make me go back into the archive. You're going to make me go back into the archive. And just for you saying that, I'm going back into the archive. Because you just talking at this point. It's people like this who need to be taught. See, this, I like doing this because I like teaching basketball. I'm about to teach you something right now. Kevin Durant. People act like, this is the thing I don't like. People act like just because you never done something before, you can't do something. Just because you never done something before, you can't do it. That's like somebody saying, oh, you can't build a house. TGK, if I told you you can't build a house and you told me you can, I'm going to be like, you never did it before, so you can't build a house. That don't mean I can't build a house. That just mean I never tried. I never tried before. But people act like OKC Kevin Durant didn't exist. Let's go to 2013-14. Let's go to 2013-14 OKC Kevin Durant. (2013-14) OKC Kevin Durant. Soon as Westbrook went down, let's see it. Westbrook played 46 games. He missed a lot of the year. Kevin Durant, 32, 7 and 5. Westbrook missed half of the year, and the OKC Thunder still won 59 games. So what Kevin Durant can't carry? He scored he 59 games. They still won 59 games, and Westbrook was missing. Westbrook was missing. They still scored, and they still won 59 games. Let's get more context to this, though. 2013-14. Westbrook 2013-14. What games did he actually miss? He missed game 25. That's a lot of games. He missed game 25. Let's see. Let's get this right. He was out Charlotte all the way to LA. 2013-14. Kevin Durant, 2013-14. Charlotte to LA. What Kevin Durant did in that span? What did Kevin Durant do in that span when Russell Westbrook was hurt all the time? What did he do? What did Kevin Durant do from Charlotte all the way to LA while Westbrook was hurt? Let's just figure that out real quick. Charlotte all the way to LA. All he did was average 35 points. Hey. Oh, I'm in the way. Y'all can't see that. Let me put it up here so y'all can see that. Charlotte to LA. All Kevin Durant did was average 35 points. Oh no, that was it 35? Oh, they didn't. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. That's fucked up. I think I fucked that up. Is this shit averaging the right way? Ain't no way Kevin Durant averaged 35 points, right? Ain't no way Kevin Durant averaged 35 points, right? Ain't no way Kevin Durant averaged 35 points, right? Huh? When Westbrook was out all that time, ain't no way Kevin Durant was able to get his own shot, right? When Westbrook was all that time, Kevin Durant averaged 35, 7 and 6. And they was 19 and 7. He didn't have Russell Westbrook spoon feeding him assists, right? He didn't have Russell Westbrook spoon feeding him. What did TGK say? KD benefit from having Westbrook feeding him open looks. Okay, Westbrook was out for 26 games, and KD averaged 35, 7 and 6 on 52, 40, 88. And they went 19 and 7. So TGK, what are you talking about? Kevin Durant needed Russell Westbrook to spoon feed him. Westbrook was out 26 games in a row, and KD averaged 35, 7 and 6, and had a 19 and 7 record. That's like 70% win percentage. Yeah, 73%. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I think that people like TGK and what's his face right here, Jeff Teague. I think everybody, this is the problem. Let me go back. Let me change my studio. Let me change back to my studio. I think this is the problem with NBA Twitter today. People act like OKC Kevin Durant never existed. Like KD career started in Golden State. Like, we don't have 9 years of Kevin Durant before he went to OKC. I mean, before he went to the Golden State Warriors. Do we not know that every year that Kevin Durant was in OKC, he was better than Steph Curry? Literally every year. Literally every year. The only nigga who had a case against Kevin Durant was LeBron James. Do we know the type of spacing Kevin Durant had to deal with in OKC? He had Thabo Sefolosha, Andre Roberson, Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka. All these guys who couldn't shoot on his team, and he was still averaging 30 a game. Kevin Durant was in OKC. LeBron was on his second super team by the time Kevin Durant left OKC. If we want to talk about talent, LeBron James was on his second hand-picked super team by the time Kevin Durant left OKC. LeBron had gone from Cleveland to the Heatles to Kevin Love and Kyrie before Kevin Durant even had the thought of leaving OKC. LeBron had been on 2 big threes before Kevin Durant even thought about leaving OKC. TGK, what he talking about in the chat? 35, 7, and 5. Luka had 35, 10, and 10 season. What does Luka have to do with Kevin Durant? This is the problem. You have Luka deranged syndrome. LeBron point guards were Jeff McInnes, Eric Snow. That's the problem. TGK, start watching basketball. Hey, TGK, I want you to start watching basketball. LeBron James is the point guard. That's why his point guards are always ass. They're usually a guy who just can handle the ball when LeBron's tired and shoot an open three. All LeBron James point guards has been guys who can handle the ball when LeBron is tired and shoot an open three, because LeBron James is the point guard. If you watch the games, LeBron James is the point guard. That's the same way with fucking Luka, Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving. These guys are people who can handle the ball when Luka is tired and shoot an open three. They never needed point guards because they are the point guard. LeBron point guards, okay. KD had Westbrook. Okay, KD didn't need Westbrook, bro. We watched Kevin Durant against the Bucks with no Kyrie, no James Harden, average 50 points, nigga. The best KD was 35, 6, and 6 for 26 games. That's it? Come on, dog. You know yourself. 26 game sample is horrible. Is horrible. Spoon feed is. Kevin Durant averaged 35, 6, and 6, right? He averaged 35, 6, and 6 with Andre Roberson, Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka on the floor. I want to see Luka average 30. I want to see Luka average 30, 10, and 10 with Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka, and Andre Roberson. Luka has perfect spacing, and Kendrick Perkins can't even catch a lob. So Kendrick Perkins was literally a traffic cone in Kevin Durant's way every time he played. Kevin Durant can't throw a lob up to Kendrick Perkins. Kevin Durant can't swing the ball to shooters like Najee Marshall and PJ Washington and all these other niggas. Kevin Durant didn't have the spacing that Luka has. Luka has way better spacing than Kevin Durant ever had in OKC. So you can't just compare raw stats to raw stats. You got to actually evaluate the game, which you don't like to do, TGK. You just like to bring up stats. You another one of these niggas who just bring up stats. Y'all think stats is the end all be all. Westbrook helped KD's efficiency. Check KD's efficiency with and without Westbrook. I just showed you. I just showed you Kevin Durant averaged 35, 8, and 6 on 52% shooting from the floor, 39% shooting from 3, and 88% from free throw. That's got to be at least a 64, 65 true shooting percentage. Just pulled KD stats. KD was 63% shooting with Westbrook, and it fell to 57% without Westbrook. Except facts, bro. Where you pull these stats from? Out of your ass? Meaning without Westbrook, KD efficiency is worse than LeBron What? Najee shot 20% from three, bro. I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong, and then I'm gonna stop talking to you. Okay? Let's just do that. I'm gonna prove you wrong, then I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna continue my video. I'm gonna continue my video after I prove you wrong. Cause this is the point right here where sometimes you just gotta prove somebody wrong, and then you get back to the video. It'd be so easy sometimes, bro. It just be too easy sometimes. KD stats without Westbrook in OKC. Kevin Durant, 32, 7, and 6 in 35 games without Westbrook in 2013. True shooting percentage, 64%. True shooting percentage, 64%. What do we really talk about, bro? I think people just like to come in people's chats and just say anything. 35 games without Russell Westbrook, 2013, 2014. KD averaged 32, 7, and 5.7 on 64 true shooting percentage. Like what? People just say anything now. People just say anything now. Let's get back to the video, man. I like teaching people. Okay. As I was saying, people like Jeff T, just because you played in the league, bro, don't mean you know what you're talking about. Just because you played in the league, Jeff T, that don't mean you know what you're talking about, my brother. That does not mean you know what you're talking about, my brother. LeBron James is not a better scorer than Kevin Durant. Your statement does not hold true. Let's just rehear it one more time.
Yeah. I think if I can get the basket just as efficient as you, but however I do it, I'm the best scorer than LeBron.
That's his statement on LeBron versus Kevin Durant. If I can get the ball in the basket just as good as you and more efficient, it don't matter. I'm a better scorer. No, you're not, because first of all, like I said, Kevin Durant scores more points, takes less shots, and is more efficiency in their scoring peak. So Kevin Durant clears LeBron when we talking about scoring. Keep it going.
LeBron scores just as many points as anybody.
Yeah, people get fooled by the way.
Golf, the ultimate game of precision and passion.
Don't nobody give
It's a
fuck about
worldwide
golf.
obsession for
shit.
It look.
Yeah.
Only
Like
TGK,
Kyrie
the only
is
niggas who
pretty.
give a fuck about
KD
golf.
pretty.
Okay, go back. Hold on.
LeBron scores just as many points as anybody.
Yeah, people get fooled by the way it look.
Yeah.
Like Kyrie is pretty, KD is pretty. But if I score the most, I score the most, bro. No matter if I run somebody over to do.
Yeah, that's interesting. You said that. A lot of people been saying that we fall in love more.
If I score the most, I score the most. No matter if I run people over to do it. First of all, you score the most. No, you don't score the most. And you don't do it more efficiently. So what are we talking about? I just proved it with facts. In their scoring prime, Kevin Durant scores more points with less shots on better efficiency. Just because a nigga's been scoring for 87 years don't make you a better scorer. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, and Kobe Bryant are not better scorers than Michael Jordan just because they have more total points than him. I want you to walk into any barbershop ever and say, you know what? Kareem and Karl Malone is better scorers than Michael Jordan because they score more points. They scored the most points. That makes zero sense. John Stockton is a better passer than Magic Johnson because he scored more points. I mean, he has more assists. Nobody would believe you because it don't make sense. And it shouldn't make sense. If it does make sense to you, you're dumb. You're dumb. TGK says, good to see you back streaming. Yes, bro. You got to start streaming. I don't be seeing you streaming. I was speaking of playoff numbers. My bad. KD was 57% without West in the playoffs. 57% true shooting is still very high. And playoffs is different. Everybody field goal percentage and efficiency goes down in the playoffs. LeBron James has multiple, LeBron has multiple playoff series where he shot under 40%. He has playoff series where he shoot under 41%, under 42% from the field. But they still win because he's in the East. KD a better scorer, but LeBron is the better overall player. I disagree. We got to get a golf session in, dog. Nah. You and that golf shit, you can have that golf shit. You can have that golf shit. Golf is for people who retired. I'm not retired yet, man. You an old head now. You an old head golfing. Golfing for niggas who can't play any other sports. Golfing, this how it goes. Once you can't play football and basketball and soccer anymore, you go to baseball. And once you get to baseball, you can't play that anymore, you go to tennis. And once you can't play tennis anymore, you go to golf. It's the least impact sport. How the hell you 28, 29 years old and you golfing? That's for retired people, man. Get your ass off the golf course and go hoop. Get your ass off the golf course and go hoop.
More how people score rather than the actual result. They're just like, it's interesting you said that. A lot of people been saying that we fall in love more with how people score rather than the actual result. They're just like, bro, it don't matter if I'm simple peach. If I just get to the basket, hit layups, bro, it's better than me doing 8 crossovers and a step back. It's still 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points, bro. That's the point of the game.
Yeah, I give you an example. Keenan.
First of all, listen to this again. People fall in love with how it looks rather than the result. You know what the result is? Kevin Durant scoring more points, less shots, more efficiency, while taking tougher shots. How are you a better scorer than me? Because you have more total points, but I take less shots and I score more points on better efficiency. How? And my shots are worse shots relatively. I take tougher shots than you and my efficiency is better than you. My efficiency is better than yours and I take tougher shots than you. Kevin Durant takes tween, step back, turnaround shots, and LeBron just drives to the rim and scores. Kevin Durant efficiency is better than LeBron James, and he tween, step back, tween, mid-range shoot, and Kevin Durant efficiency is better than LeBron James when all LeBron does is shoot open threes and drive to the basket. LeBron James' whole shot diet is shoot open threes and drive to the basket. Kevin Durant is shooting contested mid-range jumpers, and his efficiency is higher than LeBron James. He takes less shots and scores more points than LeBron James. How is he a better scorer? Because he has the most total points? Like I said, that doesn't hold up. Scoring in total points doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up. Because that means John Stockton is a better passer than Magic Johnson. Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, better scorers than Michael Jordan.
Sent me something the other day and was like, this is the best 11 points I ever seen. It was like a video of me and dude was like roasting a little bit, but I was doing these little moves and stuff. He's like, he's gonna have the most of purity 11 points. It's 11 points.
11 points. It just looked good.
It just looked okay. Yeah. But if I'm getting 28 and this shit, it's ugly, but you can't stop me. I'm rolling with that.
You too.
I'm killing. No matter how I do it, I put the ball in the hole.
I'm killing.
For real. And then when you go look at my efficiency, but if I'm getting 28 and this shit, it's ugly, but you can't stop me, I'm rolling with that.
Me too.
I'm killing. No matter how I do it, I put the ball in the hole.
I'm killing. I am killing.
For real. And then when you go look at my efficiency, it's through the roof because I'm not missing. LeBron shoot damn near 60 one year from the field.
I mean, yeah, and look, sad thing is LeBron could average 40 in the NBA every year if he wanted to, if that nigga could hit free throws.
And Kevin Durant can average 80 in the league every year if he shoots every shot, but he doesn't. It's called playing basketball.
For real, if he could have hit free throws.
These guys, bro, We got to remember, just because niggas play in the NBA don't mean that they know what the fuck they talking about. Nigga don't know what he's talking about. If I score 28 and it looks ugly, it don't matter. I'm rolling with that. First of all, Kevin Durant gonna score the same 28. He gonna take less shots, and his shots gonna be more difficult. And his efficiency gonna still be better than LeBron James. He's still gonna be more efficient than LeBron James. People just say anything, bro. I already went through all the facts, so I ain't gonna keep going through that. Let's go to the next topic, man. Let's go through the next topic, man. It's not a diss to LeBron to say he ain't got no bag, bro. No bag in basketball talk just means your bag ain't that deep. We're not saying that you don't have no bag, LeBron. You know, in basketball, when you trash talk, you gotta exaggerate a little bit. It's players in the NBA that call other players ass. They're not ass. They're ass to them. Relatively to other NBA players, they're ass. We're not saying you're ass. Because the average NBA player was fuck the average. The average NBA player will fuck the average man walking around in the world when it comes to playing basketball. They will fuck them up. Not me. They'll fuck y'all up. When a player in the NBA says you ass to another player, they're talking about relatively to other NBA players to their skill level. But the average man cannot fuck with the average NBA player. Not me. They can fuck with y'all, but not me. See me, you give me 3 months, I can play in the NBA. Give me 3 months and I can play in the NBA. He not even talking about me. He talking about y'all. Okay? Next topic. Jalen Hurts not top 10. Jalen Hurts not top 10. Look, we adding a little football in here. This is one of the topics that I want to talk about. I'm going to do this all off the dome, no diddy. I just want to talk about how if Jalen Hurts was any other player, he would be getting praise. But because he plays for the Eagles and everybody thinks he's getting carried by the Eagles. I know y'all see the Eagle thing in my background right here. I just had to come over here. You know, we all Eagles out. You know. Even on the keychain. I just want to say this. If Jalen Hurts was any other player, he would get praise. All these lists that they bringing out talk about Jalen Hurts not top 10. He's number 9 at the most. Bro, when did football become an individual game? Every player that wins needs good talent. It's not like we never seen Jalen Hurts play at the top of his position. The nigga 2 years ago was second in MVP. And the only reason he didn't win it because he was hurt. If we want to talk about Jalen Hurts is only good because of his team, we seen him without Saquon Barkley go to the Super Bowl already. We seen him without Saquon Barkley go to the Super Bowl already. We see him be a top 2 MVP candidate without Saquon Barkley. We see him without the best defense in the league go to the Super Bowl. Let's just do, if we're going to do, if he was on a different team, he wouldn't be able to do this. Let's do it with Patrick Mahomes. If Jalen Hurts can't be a top 5 quarterback, Patrick Mahomes can't be a top 5 quarterback. If Jalen Hurts can't be a top 5 quarterback, Patrick Mahomes can't be a top 5 quarterback. If we just gonna diss everybody based off of their teams, let's diss Patrick Mahomes. You put Patrick Mahomes with Andy Reid for the beginning of his career, and you drop him on a team that won without Patrick Mahomes. The Kansas City Chiefs was winning 12 games a year without Patrick Mahomes. And you drop him on that team with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. I'm pretty sure Josh Allen would have won 2-3 Super Bowls too. Let's just diss everybody because of their team. If Patrick Mahomes would have started with the Buffalo Bills, he would be ass. He would be Carson Wentz 2.0. Let's do it. Since we're going to diss Jalen Hurts, let's diss other niggas. If you would have put Patrick Mahomes in Josh Allen and you switch them at the beginning of their careers, Patrick Mahomes would be Carson Wentz 2.0, and Josh Allen would have been winning all the Super Bowls. The only reason Patrick Mahomes is good because of his team. Only reason Patrick Mahomes is good because of his team. He had Tyreek Hill, he had Travis Kelce, he had Andy Reid, the best play caller in the history of goddamn NFL. Let's do it. If you'd have put Joe Burrow on the Kansas City Chiefs, he would have won 4 Super Bowls too. If you'd have put Lamar Jackson on the Kansas City Chiefs, he would have won 3 Super Bowls too. If you'd have put Josh Allen on the Kansas City Chiefs to start his career, he would have won 3 Super Bowls too. The only reason Patrick Mahomes is good because of his team. Patrick Mahomes last year and the year before, last year, not the year that they just got smacked the fuck out. The year before that and the year before that, they had top 5 defenses. Since we want to diss Jalen Hurts, let's diss Patrick Mahomes. He had top 5 defenses. Let's go to it. You know what? Fuck it. Y'all got me pissed off now. We dissing Jalen Hurts. Let's diss everybody. We dissing Jalen Hurts. Let's diss everybody. Since people want to discredit Jalen Hurts for his teams, let's discredit Patrick Mahomes. Last year, Patrick Mahomes' team, 4th in defense. They was giving up the fourth least amount of points per game. His offense was 15th. The year before that, when they won the Super Bowl, they was a 2nd ranked defense. They gave up the 2nd least amount of points per game. The offense was 15th. If we want to diss Jalen Hurts, let's diss Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, the year that just passed, when he got smacked out in the NBA, when he got smacked out in the Super Bowl, the defense was better than his offense. People diss Jalen Hurts because his defense is better than his offense, right? That's the same thing that's happening with Patrick Mahomes, as I see right here. 4th ranked defense, 15th offense. The year before that, when they won the Super Bowl, 2nd ranked defense, 15th ranked offense. The year before that. Okay, here we go. You got something good right here. 16th ranked defense, 1st ranked offense. But what was the finality of this game? They won a Super Bowl. Okay, that's a good one. This one. 8th ranked defense, 4th ranked offense. Good on both sides of the ball. But that's top 10 defense right there. Why don't we knock Patrick Mahomes the same way we knock Jalen Hurts? That's a top 10 defense. These years, he's getting top 10 defenses other than 1 year. 4th ranked defense, 2nd ranked defense, 16th. That's a fluke. Top 10 defense, top 10 defense, top 10 defense. All these years, top 10 defenses. I want to get to 1 year when Patrick Mahomes not there. What was the year that Patrick Mahomes wasn't there? 2017? Here we go. The year before Patrick Mahomes took over, they won 10 games without Patrick Mahomes. The year before that, they won 12 games without Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes, they was first, 11-5, 2nd in the division. 12-4, 1st in the division. 10-6, 1st in the division. They was doing all of that before Patrick Mahomes showed up. If we want to knock Jalen Hurts for his team, let's knock Patrick Mahomes. They was 1st in their division every single year before Patrick Mahomes showed up. So Patrick Mahomes joined a stacked team. The first year Patrick Mahomes, they go 12-4. Look at this roster. Patrick Mahomes, his first year, look at his roster. Travis Kelce. Damn, am I in the way? Let me scroll up a little bit more. Patrick Mahomes' first year with the Kansas City Chiefs, after they came off of 3 years in a row, 1st in the division. 3 years in a row, 1st in the division. He came to a team with 1st team All-Pro Tyreek Hill, First team All-Pro Travis Kelce. Pro Bowl Anthony Sherman. Kareem Hunt, balling. Sammy Watkins, top pick. Tyreek Hill, also All-Pro kick returner. Harrison Butker, one of the best kickers in the league. On defense. Hold on, let's go to defense. Left tackle, Pro Bowler. Left outside linebacker, Pro Bowler. Chris Jones, All-Pro. Anthony Sherman, Pro Bowler. He got all these Pro Bowl players as soon as he got onto the team. If you would have put Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson on this team, they would have won Super Bowls too. If you'd have put Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson on Patrick Mahomes' teams and you switched them, they would have won Super Bowls too. Since we want to diss Jalen Hurts because of his team, let's diss Patrick Mahomes. People want to diss Jalen Hurts because of his team, but they don't talk about how Patrick Mahomes walked into the best situation of all time of any quarterback. Patrick Mahomes walked into the best situation of all time of any quarterback, and that's a fact. He walked into a team that was first every year in a division. First every year in a division with an all-pro receiver and an all-pro tight end and a couple Pro Bowl linemen. Then his team started getting top 10 defenses. Patrick Mahomes walked into the best situation of all time of any quarterback. But he never get discredited. I think if you put Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, or Josh Allen in the same situation that Patrick Mahomes walked in, they would have at least 2 Super Bowls. At least 2 Super Bowls. There would be multiple Super Bowl champions just like Patrick Mahomes if they would have walked in the same situation as him. But Jalen Hurts looks like he's the only quarterback that gets this for his situation. People don't talk about the stacked teams Peyton Manning had or the stacked teams Joe Montana had, the stacked teams that Roger Staubach and all these motherfuckers had. Cowboys, what was their quarterback name? Troy Aikman, that he had, stacked teams. Tom Brady, his stacked teams. Jalen Hurts, the only one getting knocked for it. But we don't talk about how Patrick Mahomes walked into the best situation of all time of any quarterback. Patrick Mahomes walked into the best situation of all time of any quarterback. A head coach who is a play caller, who never has to leave because he's the play caller. So you get him your whole career. You get a team that's been first in their division 3 years in a row. You get an all-pro receiver. You get an all-pro defensive end. You get an all-pro tight end. So Patrick Mahomes is not the best quarterback in the league. Because if you switch 3 other players in his position, they will be just as good as him. We're going to do the same thing we do to Jalen Hurts to everybody else. If you put these other quarterbacks in Patrick Mahomes' situation, they would be just as good as him. Josh Allen would have been just as good as Patrick Mahomes if you would have switched them at the beginning of their career. Joe Burrow would have been just as good as Patrick Mahomes if you would have switched them at the beginning of their career. And Patrick Mahomes had to go to the bum-ass Bengals, and Joe Burrow got to go with Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce in a top 10 defense. Patrick Mahomes would be nothing. He would be Jamarcus Russell 2.0 if he had to go to the Bengals. If Patrick Mahomes had to go to the Bengals, he would be ass. Joe Burrow would be the best thing since sliced bread if he would have been able to go to the Chiefs. We always want to switch positions with Jalen Hurts. The reason why people don't want to put Jalen Hurts in his rightful place is because all of them passed over Jalen Hurts. All these executives and scouts, they had Jalen Hurts as a 3rd-round quarterback. But now since he's been in the league, his floor is the playoffs. Even when he's ass, every year he started the season as a starter, he's been to the playoffs. Joe Burrow has missed the playoffs 2 years in a row. Jalen Hurts' floor is the playoffs. He had an ass team where he was throwing to Jalen Reagor and Alshon Jeffrey and all these bum-ass niggas. He won 10 games and went to the playoffs and lost to Tom Brady. That's his floor. Joe Burrow loses to the Patriots in the beginning of the seasons. A bum-ass Patriots team. Get Joe Burrow out of here, bro. Joe Burrow is not better. I'm going to just say this. Joe Burrow is not better than Jalen Hurts. Josh Allen's not better than Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson's not better than Jalen Hurts. Only nigga who has an argument is Patrick Mahomes. Only nigga who has an argument is Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts playoff numbers go band for band with any of these other niggas except Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes, as we just talked about, has been in a better situation than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has been to two Super Bowls in 3 years. Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, they choke. I love Lamar, but they choke every time they get in the playoffs. Jalen Hurts does not choke. He's like Tom Brady. He does whatever it takes to win. And people want to always talk about, oh, Jalen Hurts don't throw the ball enough. He's a football player. I'm pretty sure if you count Jalen Hurts' scrambles and his pass attempts, he handles the ball more than most of these guys. He handles the ball better than more than most of these guys. Jalen Hurts is literally the type of quarterback that any coach would want to have. He does exactly what you ask him to do. As soon as you question him, he goes to Pittsburgh like he did last year, and he throws for 300 yards. And he say, this is what y'all wanted to see? This is what y'all wanted to see? That's what he does. The rest of these niggas, Lamar Jackson, I love you, but you choke like a dog every time you in the playoffs. Josh Allen, I like you, but you choke like a dog every time you in the playoffs against Patrick Mahomes. I ain't never seen Jalen Hurts on the other side of the field see Patrick Mahomes and get shook like a dog. Every time Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen sees Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, they look across the field and they chest start pumping. Jalen Hurts, that don't happen to him. Ain't nobody in the league banning plays that anybody else does except Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is so good, they're banning his plays. They're trying to ban his play. Jalen Hurts is so good that they're trying to ban his signature play. Jalen Hurts is the Wilt Chamberlain of the NFL. Wilt Chamberlain was dunking on all them white boys all those years. They said you can't dunk no more. Jalen Hurts, every time it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, he do his tush push, and y'all can't stop him. So you want to ban it. Jalen Hurts is the Wilt Chamberlain of the NFL. He's so good that y'all banning his play. Josh Allen, big bum ass, 3 inches taller, 100 pounds more, and he tried to do the same play and couldn't get it. But he's this big, strong, macho, throw the ball out of the stadium guy. Every year they're changing the rules with his bum ass. We changing the spotting rule. We changing the overtime rule for Josh Allen. And he still can't win. They changed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rules for Josh Allen, and he still can't win. He still can't win. He tried to do Jalen Hurts play. He couldn't get 1 yard, but he's the bigger, faster quarterback with the cannon arm. And he's the all-American country boy. But Jalen Hurts, just this little nigga, 6'2" quarterback, got an unstoppable play that they trying to ban. He's the one that been to 2 Super Bowls and outplayed Patrick Mahomes. He ain't the nigga choking like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen every time they see him. Give me Jalen Hurts over all these niggas. Joe Burrow, you ain't even in the conversation. Joe Burrow, you ain't even in the conversation. Niggas think just because you put up yards that you nice. Nigga, you not winning in every game, so you get to air the ball out. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes will be doing the same shit Joe Burrow was doing. Joe Burrow does every year. Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts will do the same shit that Joe Burrow doing if they was in his situation. If you always down, you get to throw the ball more. And you got T. Higgins and you got Jamar Chase, the best receiver in the league. That's why your numbers look like that, Joe Burrow. But when it comes down to it against the Patriots, you lose. You need other teams to lose at the end of the year to get into the playoffs. You missed the playoffs 2 times in a row. Jalen Hurts has never missed the playoffs, nigga. Even when his team was ass, he didn't miss the playoffs, nigga. Joe Burrow, when it comes that time, you not that guy. You're not that guy. Every other quarterback will put up the same numbers Joe Burrow put up. if they was in Joe Burrow's situation, where every game you get to come into the game, you down 20 points, so you get to throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. Of course you're going to put up numbers, nigga. You missed the playoffs 2 years in a row, nigga. You not in Jalen's hurt. I'm not putting you in Jalen Hurts situation, in Jalen Hurts tier, nigga. Only nigga on this tier is Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. That's it. It's a beauty to not fucking shit up, Lamar Jackson. It's a beauty to not fucking shit up, Josh Allen. It's a beauty to not fucking shit up, Justin Herbert, the most overrated nigga who ever stepped on a field in his life. It's a beauty to that. Justin Herbert is ahead of Jalen Hurts. Nigga, you fold like wet napkins every time you get in the playoffs. You was up 27 points against Trevor Lawrence and lost. You threw 4 interceptions the whole season. Your first playoff game last year, you throw 4 interceptions. You niggas can't perform under the lights like Jalen Hurts. You niggas is not Jalen Hurts, bro. Y'all always talk about Jalen Hurts' team. You niggas can't perform like Jalen Hurts when it comes under those lights. That's the difference between Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. They can perform under the lights. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, y'all niggas can't perform under the lights. Y'all can't. Y'all shook every time y'all see Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts is the only nigga in the league who's not shook when he see Patrick Mahomes. And maybe Joe Burrow. Y'all not better than Jalen Hurts, bro. Lamar Jackson team's been fucking fire ever since he got in the league. He can't do shit with Patrick Mahomes. His defense been fire ever since he got in the league. Can't do shit with Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts the only nigga go band for band with him when it really counts. But because he don't throw a tight spiral and he doesn't, because Jalen Hurts don't throw a tight spiral and he doesn't look like the All-American quarterback, he gets shitted on. He gets shitted on. I'm taking Jalen. Listen, I'm taking Jalen Hurts over any nigga in the league except Patrick Mahomes. And I ain't gonna disrespect Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna leave it alone. Cause he's clutch. He's clutch when the big times come. Patrick Mahomes is the only nigga I'm taking over Jalen Hurts. Only one. But the rest of you niggas, I don't see it. Joe Burrow, fuck no. Justin Herbert, hell the fuck no. Lamar, no, until you learn how to stop choking. Josh Allen, fuck no. Give me Jalen Hurts over all them niggas. All right, next topic. Hold on. Ooh. Get my notes. There's another thing I wanted to talk about, man. Another thing I wanted to talk about, man, is Kevin Durant. I want to give Kevin Durant his own solo right here. Can we talk about hold on, let me get this ready. My bad. Y'all stay with me. Y'all stay with me. Don't leave me. I'm here for y'all and only y'all. Everybody, I'm here for y'all and only y'all. I'm here for y'all and only y'all. I'm here for y'all and only y'all. Let me get this right first. Let me get this on point. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Let me get this on point. All right, we ready. Listen, can we talk about how people act like OKC Kevin Durant never existed? Like the Kevin Durant slander is going too far, bro. People act like Kevin Durant and OKC never existed. Everything they talk about is about how, oh, he had to go to Golden State to win a championship. And he wasn't great until he went to Golden State. Nigga, Kevin Durant been that nigga since 20 years old. Since 20 years old, Kevin Durant been that nigga. Since 20 years old, he's the youngest player ever in NBA history to win a scoring championship. Youngest player in NBA history to win a scoring title. MVP before he went to Golden State. 32 points a game before he went to Golden State. 50, 40, 90 before he went to Golden State. NBA Finals appearance before he went to Golden State. You know how Kevin Durant lost his first finals? He had to go up against a stacked Heatles team. Kevin Durant lost his first finals to a stacked Heatles team with a prime D-Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh. You know how Steph Curry won his first finals? LeBron James was by himself. Do you know how Steph Curry won his first finals? LeBron James lost Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. And Steph Curry won. That's how Steph Curry won his first finals. But because I'm pretty sure if Kevin Durant would have went to his first finals and D-Wade and if D-Wade and Chris Bosh was hurt, I'm pretty sure he would have won the finals too. Circumstances be the reason why most players do what they do. Because Kevin Durant was playing against the Heatles with a prime Chris Bosh, D-Wade, and LeBron James that he lost, he gets less credit than Steph Curry, who won a championship, and LeBron James was missing Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. KD could have won his finals too if D-Wade and Chris Bosh was hurt. And I'm pretty sure he would have been a finals MVP, and he wouldn't let a role player steal a finals MVP from him. People put too much into these accolades that's always circumstance based. Kevin Durant was better than Steph Curry, has been better than Steph Curry for their entire careers. Other than probably 1 year Steph Curry was better. I would give him probably 1 year. Maybe 2022. Because Steph Curry, he was fired 2022. But the disrespect is going too far. I want to talk about this. Jeff Teague. Jeff Teague giving me a lot of content today. Jeff Teague says, you know how I feel about Kevin Durant. I think he's one of the best players ever. But I don't think he has the ability to take a questionable team and elevate them dudes to a certain level. So OKC wasn't questionable. None of the teams was questionable. When Kevin Durant in 2013-14 won the MVP and they won 59 games, when Russell Westbrook missed half the season and he was dealing with spacing that had Kendrick Perkins, Thabo Sefolosha, and Andre Roberson in the lineup. Kevin Durant was dealing with spacing with Kendrick Perkins, Andre Roberson, Thabo Sefolosha, and Serge Ibaka was in the starting lineup. And Kevin Durant had to score 30 points a game and willed them into 59 games. One. With Russell Westbrook missing half the season. OKC, Kevin Durant never existed for these people. OKC, Kevin Durant never existed for these people. All of this never existed. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong. Here we go. All of this never existed, right? 30 a game, 27, 28, 32 a game, 50, 49. None of this existed. This is where people think Kevin Durant's career started. Golden State. This is where they think his career started. They didn't see him being shit. Y'all can't really even see that, huh? How do I make that? Oh, let me go up. Right here. Let me go up a little bit more. Right here. Y'all didn't see Kevin Durant being second in MVP 1, 2, 3, won it that year. Top 5 in MVP for 5 years straight. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see Kevin Durant being top 5 in MVP for like 7 years in a row. All y'all seen was, oh, Kevin Durant was in Golden State. He went to a team that he lost to. Questionable teams. All these teams was questionable. OKC in 2010. This team is questionable right here. This is a questionable team right here, Jeff Teague. This is a questionable team right here, Jeff Teague. Kevin Durant, 21 years old. Kevin Durant was 21 years old, and this team won 50 games. Kevin Durant was 21 years old, and this team won 50 games. Russell Westbrook, averaging 16 points. Jeff Green, Thabo Sefolosha, James Harden, probably a rookie this year. I'm pretty sure this is rookie year. This is his rookie year. This is a questionable team, Jeff Teague. They won 50 games. This is a questionable team. They won 50 games. Let's go to the next year. This team lost in the finals. Russell Westbrook, 22 points a game. 22 points a game. That's a good running mate. James Harden, 12 points a game. Serge Ibaka, 9 points a game. Jeff Green, he wasn't even there the whole year. So there was Kevin Durant, 27 a game. Russell Westbrook, 22 points. And James Harden at 12 points. This is a questionable team right here, Jeff T. They're in the West, and they're playing against Denver Nuggets, Memphis Grizzlies, and Dallas Mavericks. These are really great teams that Kevin Durant was beating as a young pup in the West. He wasn't playing in the East against bum-ass teams. He was playing against real teams. This 2011 Dallas Mavericks team, they won a championship. You saying Kevin Durant can't push teams that are average. The same year that Kevin Durant lost in the conference finals to the Dallas Mavericks, LeBron James lost to that same team in the finals. But LeBron James get more credit because he lost in the finals, and Kevin Durant lost in the Western Conference Finals. They both lost, and Kevin Durant's team was worse. All the Heat did was win one more game with a better team. LeBron had the better team, and he lost against the Dallas Mavericks in one more game and one less game than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was running with young pups and lost in 5 games. LeBron James was running with the Heatles and lost in 6 games to the same team. But he gets more credit because he lost in the finals. LeBron gets more credit because he lost in the finals, and Kevin Durant lost in the Western Conference Finals to the same exact team. How does that make sense? This team is questionable. James Harden in his second year averaging 12 points. Russell Westbrook, still a young guy. They both 22 years old. But it's still a questionable team in the West. In the West, it's a questionable team. In the East, it's probably a good team. But in the West, when you're playing against Kobe Bryant and Dirk Nowitzki, this is a questionable team, Jeff T. This is a questionable team. And Kevin Durant led them all the way to the Western Conference Final. Let's go to the next season. Next season, they win 47 games. And they lose in the finals. They beat the Dallas Mavericks, who just won a championship the year before. They beat Kobe Bryant Lakers. And they beat Kawhi Leonard and Tim Duncan. This is a questionable team as well. None of these teams, OKC was probably supposed to beat them. They swept the champions. They beat Kobe. And they beat Tim Duncan. And they lose to the Miami Heat. There was a younger team. There was a worse team. But look at this. James Harden. Okay, all this look good. Let me go to the real good shit. Yeah, here we go. Playoffs. Kevin Durant carried the team as the primary scorer. Kevin Durant carried the team as a primary scorer throughout the playoffs. 50, 51, 37, 86. He's the number 1 guy. This is what Kevin Durant had to deal with. He lost in the finals. Russell Westbrook shooting 43%. KD literally had no spacing. Look at this. Look at this. KD has no spacing, and he's still averaging 30 points per game. 13% from 3, 31% from 3, 35% from 3, 18% from 3. None of these guys even took threes, the ones that you see blank. And Royal Ivy, he made 1 3 the whole goddamn playout. He made 2 threes the whole finals. This is the spacing Kevin Durant had to deal with, and he still averaged 36 and 2 on 55, 40, 84. LeBron James, on the other hand, he had all these guys shooting 40% from 3. Imagine if KD would have got this type of support. He probably would have won the finals too. And imagine if Chris Bosh and D Wade was hurt the same way Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving was hurt for Steph Curry for his championship. Imagine if that happened. I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant will have a championship too if he would have got hand-fed a championship the way that Steph Curry did in 2015 when Kevin Love and Kyrie was hurt. He would have had a championship too. But the circumstances didn't break for Kevin Durant the same way they broke for for Steph Curry. So now people act like none of this Kevin Durant history existed. Just Real says KD gets bucks, but Russ was the engine. Chill out. Russ wasn't the engine of shit, boy. You sound crazy. Engine? Russ was the engine of fucking games up. That was Russ was. Russell Westbrook wasn't the engine of shit. He was fucking the games up. He's the point guard and he's trying to score the most points. Russell Westbrook is the point guard and he's trying to score the most points. The engine, how KD averaged more points than Russell Westbrook and he took 16 less shots. KD took 16 less shots than Russell Westbrook, but scored 20 more points than him. 153 to 135. KD took 20 less shots than him, 16 less shots than him, but scored 20 more points than him. Westbrook was the reason the games got fucked up. Because Westbrook trying to score the most points, and he's the fucking point guard. He supposed to be giving the ball to James Harden and Kevin Durant and setting them up. You talking about engine? Russ had that ball because he was the engine. He had the ball and he's the point guard. And he's trying to score more points than the best scorer on the team. He shot more field goal attempts than Kevin Durant. And he's the point guard. And he still scored less than Kevin Durant. How you score less and you shooting more shots and you the point guard? You supposed to be getting it to your scorers like James Harden and Kevin Durant. Everyone out of rhythm because of you. Russell Westbrook never had James Harden. James Harden was never in rhythm the whole playoff series because Russell Westbrook trying to shoot like he fucking AI. But once again, like I said, look at LeBron James' team. D Wade, 40% from 3. Chris Bosh, 40% from 3. Shane Battier, 57% from 3. Mario Chalmers, 35% from 3. Mike Miller, 63% from 3. Norris Cole, 42% from 3. James Jones, 40% from 3. This is the type of help that LeBron James got. While he's shooting 18% from 3, Kevin Durant has nobody on his team even making a shot. LeBron has way more help, so he wins that. People act like none of this existed. This is what Kevin Durant meant when he said he wanted to play basketball with people who knew how to play basketball. This is the spacing that he was dealing with. Kendrick fucking Perkins. Imagine Kendrick Perkins being on your team and you trying to get a bucket and his big bum ass clogging the lane. Can't make a free throw, can't make a pass. Can't catch a lob. I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant would have won the championship if he would have got this type of support that LeBron got. They shot 42% from 3, even with LeBron James 18% factoring into that. OKC shot 30% from 3, even with Kevin Durant 40% factoring into that. KD did all he could do. To me, Kevin Durant in this series is better than Steph Curry in 2015 when he lost. To me, Kevin Durant in this series in 2012 is better than Steph Curry when he won the championship in 2015 when Kevin Love and Kyrie was hurt. Imagine Imagine if Kevin Durant would have been able to walk into a series and D Wade and Chris Bosh was hurt. He would have won a championship too. But now they get to tell Kevin Durant the Warriors won before you came and they won after you came. Yeah, they won before I came because Kevin Love and Kyrie was hurt. I didn't get to walk into the finals against the Heatles and Chris Bosh and D Wade was hurt. I had to get the full package from these niggas. No Diddy. Them niggas shooting 40% from three. My team ain't shooting shit worth a lick. And I'm still averaging 30, 6 and 2 on 50, 40, 84. Better percentages than LeBron James. Better percentages than LeBron James. Just Real says he was young. He was a young guard with mad athleticism. What do you expect? I expect him to play point guard the way he's supposed to. I expect him to play point guard the way he's supposed to. If you're the point guard, you're supposed to be getting your best scorers involved in the game and getting the ball to your shooters and getting your teammates in rhythm. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You don't supposed to be jacking up the most shots on the fucking team. LeBron James, he shoot the most shots on the team because he is the best scorer on the team. Russell Westbrook, why are you shooting 16 more shots than Kevin Durant when he's the best scorer on the team? And you're the point guard who's supposed to be getting everybody involved. Why? You see this? Who's the starting point guard for them? Norris Cole? Do you see him having more shot attempts than any of these guys? No. No. LeBron ain't even shoot more shots than D Wade. That many more shots than D Wade. He learned from that and became a better passer. You know, Russ, that dude. Russ is good, but you calling him the engine is where I draw the line. I'm not saying Russ is ass, but you calling him the engine is where I draw the line at. He's not the engine. Oh shit. He's not the engine. All right. Furthermore, like I was saying, the Kevin Durant disrespect has gone too far. Now you got people like Jeff Teague, who was in the league when Kevin Durant was toasting niggas, saying Kevin Durant can't elevate questionable teams. When we seen Kevin Durant elevate questionable teams his whole career. In OKC, he was elevating questionable teams. There's no reason that them OKC teams should have been that good. If you really go back and look at the rosters of those OKC teams, they shouldn't have been that good. They was going to the Western Conference Finals almost They was going to the Western Conference Finals almost every year when Kevin Durant in the OKC was healthy. Almost every year. They was going to the Western Conference Finals. And they had the worst spacing in the league, probably. OKC probably had the worst spacing in the league, and they was going to the Western Conference Finals almost every year when they was healthy. And that was because of Kevin Durant. He was literally the only person who could shoot a shot outside of the paint. He was dealing with Andre Roberson, Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka, Thabo Sefolosha. Those was the guys he had to go to war with, and they was going Russell Westbrook. Those were the guys he had to go to war with every day. With that spacing and still averaging 30 points a game. You talk about he can't elevate questionable teams? Steph Curry and LeBron James playing on teams with shooters all the way around them. Perfect offenses catered to their needs. Kevin Durant was playing in an offense catered to Russell Westbrook and still was the better player on the team. We seen how Kevin Durant becomes the best player on any team, even if the offense isn't catered to him. The offense was catered to Russell Westbrook, and he was still the best player on the team. We saw him go to Golden State. The offense was catered to Steph Curry, and he still was the best player on the team. He jump into your system and still be the best player in your system. And you want to tell me he can't he can't elevate questionable teams. This is the team right here that was a top 2 seed. I like this tweet. He says, this group was a top 2 seed in the West, a top 6 offense, hard carried off the back of one individual. He's talking about Kevin Durant. This was the year that Russell Westbrook missed half the season, and Kevin Durant still had them as a top 2 seed. Caron Butler, old as hell, bum. Nick Collison, can't shoot a lick. Kevin Durant, that guy. Steven Adams was young that year. He was like probably first or second year. Derek Fisher, old bum. 1970. He had a guy born in 1974 on his team. Do you know by the 2000, Derek Fisher was 26. That means if he was born in 1974, that means by year 2000, he was 26. Imagine you get all the way to 2012. Now he's 38. He started games on OKC. Ryan Gomes. None of these guys can shoot. None of these guys can shoot, and Kevin Durant was still averaging 30. This is the spacing Kevin Durant had to deal with, and they was a top 2 seed in the West, in a top 6 offense in the league. And you talking about Kevin Durant can't elevate questionable talent? How? Y'all act like Kevin Durant's career started when he got to Golden State. He been doing this. He been doing this. He been that guy. But y'all follow narratives. And that's the problem. Y'all follow narratives instead of watching the games. Kevin Durant been that guy, bro. Jeff T doesn't know what the fuck he talking about. Kevin Durant lacks the ability to elevate his teammates. He been doing this, bro. But like Kevin Durant said, I seen him on Twitter. He said the reason why people mad at him because he took them Finals MVPs from Steph Curry. Even though he tried to give that bum ass nigga Steph Curry a Finals MVP, and he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. The Kevin Durant disrespect is going too far. All right, I want to do one more thing before I get up out of here. Before I get up out of here. All right, man. What y'all want to talk about before I get up out of here? Steve Kerr admits that Steph Curry saved his career. If I didn't have Steph, I would have been just like any other coach, any other NBA coach, and lasted a few years. We know that, boy. The way you coach in the Olympics, just tell us that you asked. Steve Kerr, the way you coach in the Olympics, just tell us that you asked. How you can't find minutes for Jason Tatum? Do I play 2K? I used to. I don't play no more, man. 2K is a scam. They make niggas buy the game every year. They don't update the rosters. That shit is a scam. You gotta redo everything every year? Nah. This right here is the reason why you can't let everybody talk basketball. This clip right here is the reason why you can't let everybody talk basketball. This nigga says, banner night, Kevin Durant, this Baby Thunder team doing what the Kevin Durant Baby Thunder team couldn't do. KD is one of the most pettiest players in the NBA. Listen to this dumb nigga. Listen to this dumb shit that this dude about to say.
Yeah, this is a genius on Adam Silver and the NBA's part to do banner night, Kevin Durant, first game with Houston, and he's in the building to watch Oklahoma City raise the banner. This Baby Thunder team doing what Kevin Durant's Baby Thunder team couldn't do. It is fun. It's funny.
This Baby Thunder team doing what Kevin Durant Baby Thunder team couldn't do. Nigga, this fucking OKC team with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren. The Miami Heat Heatles with LeBron James, D Wade, and Chris Bosh will wash these niggas out. Would wash these niggas out. People so results orientated because they can't really evaluate the game. People are so results. People are so results driven that they can't evaluate the game. Do you know what the Miami Heatles would do to this fucking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander OKC team? And you talk about this Baby Thunder team could do something that the OKC Kevin Durant Baby Thunder couldn't do. They're not playing against the same team. They're not playing in the same era. Fucking he would run his team out of the gym. LeBron James, prime LeBron James, 2012, would kill this team. They have nobody who can guard him. Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, the other Jalen Williams, Cason Wallace, Caruso. Who on his team would be able to guard LeBron? And I ain't even got the D-Wade yet. You gonna put Chet Holmgren on Chris Bosh? They destroying this team. Just because they won a championship, that makes them better than that OKC team. KD OKC team. KD OKC team would probably smack the fuck out of this team. Probably not, because the shooters is better. The shooting is better on this team. I don't know. But Kevin Durant would average 80 on these niggas. Russell Westbrook would have fucking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander calling for his mama after every game because Russell Westbrook would be going at this nigga every fucking time. People go straight off of results, bro. They don't go off of what actually happens in the league. What actually happened. Hold on. Why does that look like that? Hold on. Is that fixed? Oh, that's why I fucked up. My bad. Yeah, man. These people just get on mics and say anything, bro. They get on mics and just say anything. OKC would smoke this Indiana team too. KD OKC team would smoke this Indiana team too. So what is it really proving? Just because they won a championship, they better than the other OKC baby OKC team? It makes no sense. 13-year-old, 6'11", Mohamed Debon already being compared to a blend of Victor Wembanyama and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. But why every other year is some 13-year-old Wemby freak type nigga around? First of all, Buddy don't even look 13. Look how he moving. 13, bro. Dude, who's verifying these kids? How every year a nigga from Africa, France somewhere, they come up with a 13-year-old that's 6'11". Why is always a 7-footer from France or some shit that nobody knows about and they just pop up and they 6'11"? At least Wemby in the face, he look young. These niggas, look at this nigga's shoulders, bro. His shoulders big as mine. The fuck? Look how he's moving. Look at his movements. When you 13, you supposed to be uncoordinated. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. Look at that boy Klay Thompson. Hey, but I've been on this shit too long, man. I'm about to hop off this shit. I only supposed to been on here for 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. Unless y'all got something y'all want to talk about. Any questions, comments, objections?
I was recruited by every school in the country for football and basketball. An incident happened in high school and all that was taken away.
Who is my NBA comp? My NBA comp is Paolo Banchero. If you ask me my NBA comp, it's like Paul Pierce, Paolo Banchero. Tatum. My NBA comp is probably Tatum. For sure. Let me show y'all something, man. I'm gonna show y'all. Cause people be thinking I be capped. I'm gonna show you a little sneak peek. Nigga say I'm 6'1". Boy, you sound crazy. Nigga say I'm 6'1". Nigga say I'm 6'1". Nigga say I'm 6'1". How does it look? How does it look? Let me make sure this look. Let me make sure this look alright. Let me make sure this look alright before I start talking crazy to you. Do you see this? Do you see this? I'm really a bucket getter. I'm really a bucket getter. I did not say I was 6'1". I did not say I was 6'1". I did not say I was 6'1". I'm 6'7". I'm the Tatum around these streets. It's really easy for me out here, for real. If you gave me 3 months, I'm playing in the league. If you gave me 3 months of NBA training, I could play in the league. If you gave me 3 months of NBA training, I could play in the league. Let me go to one that's better for you. What y'all want to talk about, man? Look at this.
I got it all, gang. I got it all.
Oh, it's the wrong video. Here we go. Shit really easy for real. I was gonna get on here and talk. I talk from experience. I talk from experience and the skill level that none of these NBA YouTubers can fuck with me. None of these NBA hoopers can talk to me. NBA YouTube hoopers, none of them can talk to me. Any questions, concerns in the chat? I'm the best YouTube. I'm the best YouTube. I'm the best basketball YouTuber. Let me tell y'all something. I'm the best basketball YouTuber. I'm not talking about the NBA niggas, okay? I'm not talking about the NBA niggas. But I'm the best basketball YouTuber. These niggas can't stand in front of me when it comes to basketball, bro. You gave me 3 months of NBA training, I'm playing in the league. Basketball shit is not the hard part, it's the politics part. There's a lot of politics in the NBA. minutes. They trying to run the clock. They scared now. I like that shit, man. Harder fucking right next to that. Stop cave now. Yeah. But keep that defensive intensity. I love that shit. You too, man. You hustle, baby. Go ahead. Oh yeah, go, boy, go. Real. Hey! Ball, go. Then I play both sides of the ball. Don't get it fucked up. Oh, dang! This basketball YouTube.
There go that smile. Look at that smile. There go that smile.
That's your breaks, Pike. They don't want to play no more. With 12 minutes, they trying to run it. We ain't got no more. We ain't got no more. Y'all ain't got no questions. I ain't got no more to talk about. I gotta get more prepared for these streams too. I just be talking. But I'm about to go chop this up though. Okay. Last questions, comments, concerns before I get up out of here. I appreciate everybody who tapped in. Appreciate everybody who tapped into the chat, tapped into the live. Like the video on the way out. I would greatly appreciate it. It'll help your boy out. Chris Paul and Kyrie shit. Give me Kyrie, nigga. I'm taking Kyrie. It's close, but I'm taking Kyrie. I'm always going to take the better scorer. Unless the defense is crazy. Ugh. It's close. I ain't gonna just shit on Chris Paul. But I'm taking Kyrie. I'm taking Kyrie. For sure, taking Kyrie. Fuck, they scared now. I like that shit, man. Harder fucking right next to that. Great on defense. Stop cave now. Yeah. But keep that defensive intensity. I love that shit. You too, man. You hustle, baby. I'm really a leader too.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps. I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on.
If you're gonna waste your time, waste your time with me. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. If you're gonna give you all you need, waste your time with me. You could have all the space, all that you need. It's no pressure, if you got time to. With me. And I ain't worried about them. Girl, you all that I see. And I am who I am. And I be where I be. If you're gonna waste your time, waste your time with me. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. If you're gonna give you all you need, waste your time with me. You could have all the space, all that you need. It's no pressure, if you got time to waste it with me. And I ain't worried about them. Girl,
all right, guys. That's the end of the run. It's been a you know. It's early as hell. It's been a good stream. Appreciate everybody who tapped in. Thanks for watching. Like the video, please, on the way out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Sayonara. I'm showing my whole shit and shit.